Hi, I'm Tom Bradford. This is the next episode of my series on how to secure residency and citizenship for you and your family in Ireland through business and investment. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the €1 million investment fund route. Do check out all options in this series, though. In episode 1, I talked about the incubator visa route, which involves setting up a business in Ireland with the support of a nominated incubator and no upfront investment. I also talked in episode 2 about the €50,000 route, which involves proving that your startup is high potential. All of these routes have advantages and disadvantages and different requirements, of course. So let's have a look at the investment path. You can secure residency in Ireland under the Immigrant Investor Programme by investing €1 million in an investment fund. The fund must have been approved for this purpose by the Irish Naturalisation and Immigration Service, or INIS. There are different options and risk profiles, if you like, depending on which one you opt for. There are significant differences between them in terms of credibility and ease of use and the service that they provide. I don't provide financial advice, but I can explain the broad legal framework and give you a steer if you want to speak with me. The investment must be for at least 3 years. So all funds must be invested in Ireland and they must represent equity stakes in Irish registered companies that aren't quoted on the stock exchange. The funds and fund managers must be regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland. And the fund managers must also have an established record of managing regulated funds. The investment fund or the investment fund professional will manage your 1 million investment in Ireland. And so it goes without saying that it's important to get the right one. As I say, do give me a call if you want to talk through the options. The residency permissions available to you are that you and your family can live and work in Ireland for 2 years once the investment has been made and the application has been approved, etc. You'll be given a multiple entry visa for this period, and that means you can then enter and leave Ireland as you wish. In terms of absences, you only have to be physically in Ireland for a very short period each year. And this is a real advantage for some, particularly for those who don't want a work visa and the commitments that might entail. You can't use public funds either, so you'll need to have private medical insurance. And then once the 2 years has passed, the residency permission can be renewed for an additional 3 years, and then the total 5-year period puts you in a position to then apply for the equivalent of permanent residence, which then is renewable each 5 years. The renewal is essentially a formality subject to conduct checks and a couple of other checks, which I can talk with you about if you want to discuss this in more detail. After the initial 5 years, then subject to how long you've physically spent in Ireland, you can then apply for Irish citizenship. You would then become an Irish national and citizen of the European Union. So the programme is set up as a residency by investment programme, so you get residency. But of course, once you get residency, you are then in a position to apply for citizenship. So I think as a programme, it really stands out and certainly competes, if you like, with the citizenship by investment programs and the other residency by investment programs. I think where it is possibly unique is because of Ireland's unique position post-Brexit, because the UK is not a committed member of the EU. It's coming out of the EU. Ireland is a committed member of the EU and is there to stay. So as an Irish citizen, you would have EU citizenship, and that means that you'd have free movement within the EU. But uniquely, because of Ireland's position, you'd also have access to the UK. The overwhelming likelihood is that will continue post-Brexit. So unlike other EU member states, you'll be able to access both the UK very easily and without hindrance, and the EU. So that's why it really stands out and why it's of significant interest to my clients, or at least certainly one of the options to weigh up and consider. In the rest of the episodes in this series, I talk about the other options available to you for securing residency and citizenship in Ireland, whether you want to invest zero, and of course there's a different way of going about that, which is possibly more onerous, but right up to the €2 million mark, with the real estate option, which I'm going to talk about in the next episode in this series. So do check out those other videos. I'm available to help you. If you have any questions, I'll answer them. Just put them in the comments below. Or if you want to talk with me about your options, by all means, email me or message me on WhatsApp or Skype. My contact details are also below. Also, feel free to subscribe. This channel is all about helping you reach abroad. I help entrepreneurs and investors set up businesses and invest in the jurisdictions I cover, including Ireland, and just to get the right visa support to access Ireland and achieve your investment, residence and citizenship goals. So I look forward to hearing from you and see you in the next video.